Hello everybody, I've got great news for you today. The announcement that after a long revision process, World Vision's pharmaceutical procurement and distribution policy for quality assurance of our pharmaceutical work is finalized and being disseminated. But before I talk about that, I'd like to give you a little background information about the status of essential medicines in developing countries today. A background that World Vision is very much engaged in. Did you know that 52% of the health facilities in developing countries around the world are unable to provide full access to essential medicines? So over half of the facilities that we work with in our communities do not offer the full spectrum of essential medicines per WHO guidelines. In addition, 30 to 40% of the medicines that are distributed through those facilities are falsified or substandard medicines. In other words, they're fakes. For example, in Tanzania in 2008, a full 60% of the medicines imported into the country were falsified or substandard medicines. In addition to this, WHO today is reporting that in sub-Saharan Africa, less than 5% of the drug regulatory authorities in sub-Saharan African countries have adequate capacity to do quality assurance work. Now, World Vision, you may or may not know, is on an annual basis procuring and distributing nearly $200 million worth of pharmaceutical products. A large portion of that is deworming medication, and we are probably the largest NGO contributor of deworming medications globally, but it's broad spectrum as well. It's medications that we've procured and distributed for HEA responses through grants, for example, in support of our community case management programs, some medications that are procured directly by our national offices and ADPs locally, within their strategies, and the largest proportion of our procurement is happening through our GIK program. So again, because of the scope of our pharmaceutical donations and because of our acknowledgement of the challenging global situation with the quality of medicines and the relative complexity of the procurement and distribution processes, we engaged the policy revision process, and I'm happy to say that we feel we have a quite good policy for our implementation today. The policy builds largely from partners' recommendations, partners like the Global Fund to Combat HIV/AIDS and Malaria, and many other technical partners, as well as responding to the WHO guidelines on pharmaceutical donation, which is a very important reference document for us. So we have a good policy in place. We need for all stakeholders in the organization now to, one, download that policy, assimilate it, cross-reference it with current operations to see where our operational gaps may be. Two, we would like for you to participate in a launching event for that policy on the 28th of August that will be run through our Community of Practice WebEx series, and we are hoping to have both practitioners from our health community of practice as well as the broader GIK and supply chain management communities who are very engaged in this work as well. And thirdly, if you have any concerns or questions about the pharmaceutical policy, please contact me, Dan Irvine, Senior Director of Operations in the Sustainable Health Department, and I'll be happy to review that with you and help you plan on how to improve our work and do the best work possible. Thank you very much.